I'm your host, Emily Springstroh, and we have a packed show today full of a lot of great holiday events as well as some organizations that are located right here in Oshkosh that are just wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into our first segment of the show. I have Michelle Rogers here from the Oshkosh Ice Hawks Hockey Organization, and she's going to tell us all about what they do and who they are. So Michelle, without further ado, welcome and thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes, it's wonderful to have you, and we have you on a few times a year to kind of tell us what's going on and give us a little update on your schedule and your games and what we have to look forward to. So I guess, Michelle, first, maybe you can kind of just give us an overview of who the Ice Hawks are and what your experience has been with them.
Well, the Oshkosh Ice Hawks team is in Oshkosh, and we are made up of a few different high schools because we don't have enough players from one high school to be an elite team. Mm-hmm. We're made up of Oshkosh North, Lourdes High School, Oshkosh West High School. We have Ripon High School this year, and in the past we've had some players from Winneconne, Berlin, Laconia.
Oh my gosh, a big variety of schools, which is actually really nice to kind of get to know students from other schools, and it's not as separated as other high school sports are.
Correct.
So it's kind of cool that you have all these schools together. How did you get involved with the Ice Hawks, Michelle?
Well, I'm not from this area, so my niece was teaching at the Y Husky hockey program for like 3 and 4 year olds, and I put my son in that program because she's like, Aunt Michelle, Timmy really should be in this program. And then after being in it for the 3rd session, a lady approached me and said, hey, do you know about the Warbirds? And the Warbirds, or the Oshkosh Warbirds, is the feeder program for the Oshkosh Ice Hawks. Oh, and so we have been involved in the Oshkosh Warbirds program, my 2 sons, for the last 10 years.
Oh my goodness. It's been like a ladder to make it all the way to the Ice Hawks, right?
Yes. And the Warbirds are very enthusiastic about getting you all the right education and skills you need to be prepared to play high school hockey.
Definitely. So you're a perfect success story then for those feeder programs that lead to the Ice Hawks. It's all kind of part of the same program. If you've got younger kids that are into hockey, it's a great stepping stone to get to that high school level.
And it's also really a lot of fun because the hockey season is during the humdrum time of the year, kind of. We start at the Warbirds level in late October, and with the Ice Hawks we just started in November, and it runs all the way through February to March.
Oh my gosh, it is. It's during the perfect time, and if any sport's going to get you pumped up, it's hockey because that's a high-paced, fast-moving sport. Very
Correct.
Cool. And my next question, I guess, is since it's not a high school, funded sport, hockey is kind of assumed to be one of the more expensive sports. So how can you operate? How are the Ice Hawks funded?
The Ice Hawks are funded through different programs that we offer. There's a player fee, and then also we put together a program book, which has different local businesses that purchased ads in the book. Oh, okay. And then that brings us revenue, and this is our program. It has a schedule in it. It has a little picture and number for every one of the players.
Oh, cool.
And so you can see what year they graduated, what school they went to, and we hand this out at every game. And this is one of our major fundraisers. And we're very appreciative of all the businesses in the area and all the individuals that buy ads for the book to help the Ice Hawks be successful. Then another program that we started last year is we have a card in which, again, local businesses
I like the looks of that.
Little ads out on the card, and these are good in Appleton and Green Bay and Oshkosh. And this is totally ran by the players. So the players take ownership of this, and they're asked to sell 30 cards per player within a 2-week period.
Wow.
And last year, this program raised us $8,000.
Amazing. So definitely encourage people to contact the Ice Hawks to purchase one of those, because those are the types of things that kind of pay for themselves.
And this fundraising program is going on right now. We just got our cards 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yay. And I see a lot of good restaurants on there, and it's really cool that you can use them outside of Oshkosh too. So if you're not happen to be in Oshkosh at that time.
And they also make really good gifts for Christmas.
Yes. Good stocking stuffer.
And you don't have to live in Oshkosh to use them.
Definitely.
Then a couple other things that we do is we also volunteer one series at Waterfest, and that gives us They have a tip jar there, and we also get a proceeds of the sales from Waterfest. Then we also do have a couple adult hockey leagues that we have, or hockey tournaments that we have at the Y, and they let us help, and they give us part of the money for that too.
Wow, so it's wonderful to see not only the team getting behind this, but the community as well. It's really great to see everybody all involved and supportive and everything. So Michelle, we only have about 2 minutes left, so I got to get into this season here. You got a busy season because it's only about a 2.5-month season, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so any highlights that we have to look forward to? I know one of my favorite highlights is going to be the Arrowhead games because I went to Arrowhead. But
so the last 3 years we played Arrowhead High School our first game, and they're a very competitive team. And unfortunately we didn't win the last 2 years, but with the growth and strength of our seniors on our team, we're hoping to have a very competitive game this year.
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
And the last 2 seasons we did make it to sectionals. 2 years ago our record was 15-10-1, and last year our record was 13-8-1.
Okay.
And so we did a really good showing with the strength that we have in our team.
Oh, it's only going to get better. You're growing as a team as those players get older and more experienced.
Yep.
And it's going to be such an exciting season.
So we really encourage everyone to come to the Y. The schedule is located right on the front of these cards.
Okay.
Or you can also find it on the website. And we're trying to get lots of more high school people to come, and it's been working out very well. We've been getting the name out into the high schools for them to come.
Yay, so exciting. And before we close out, I got to ask you, where can we get more information about the Oshkosh Ice Hawks? You got a Facebook page or a website or anywhere
we
we
have
can
a
go?
Facebook page. We don't have a website right now. So that would be the best place to locate
Just
it.
look up Oshkosh Ice Hawks,
Yep.
and you'll get all your good information. I know
Yes,
you're always
you
posting
will.
great updates on there as far as the schedule and everything too. So, well, Michelle, thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about the Ice Hawks. We cannot wait to get the season started.
And thank you so much for having us.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.